Legionnaires of the Lariat, we are back with another selection showcase. We have All Out on the heels of All In, coming to you live from Chicago. This is I Still Call It a Lariat, and I am joined with two special men in my life. We have the first one is our special guest, Hound. Hound, how's it going, bud? Of course, always a pleasure. And as always, we have my tag team partner, stevezapf. Steven, how we doing?
I can't believe we have another. This is actually a pay-per-view. We can say pay-per-view on this
Pay-per-view.
one.
You're allowed to say it.
Pay-per-view. No lawsuit. Pay-per-view.
They're always watching. You just have Triple H come over your shoulders looking at you.
You just see his nose stick over. It's so bad. Oh, man. I feel like we just watched an AEW pay-per-view. Wait. We did.
We did, and it was a good one. And you would know that if we reviewed it, but we didn't. And I don't know if we're planning to at this point in time. It's a little bit late in the action. I will say when it comes to predictions, not to spoil the ending, but Steven and I both kind of, for All In, we both tied on that one. So it was 6-6, unlike Bash in Berlin, which should be dropping, which was the review we just did. We dropped that one shortly before or after this one happens. If you look at us, we're all wearing the same clothes. They're back to back. The for All Out, we have we as of right now, as of recording this, we know of 6 matches. Like we've done in the past, we'll add in our picks in this. Trust me, we won't lie, because if we get it wrong, the other ones will shame us mercilessly. So you guys know you can trust us in that front. Steven, I'm pretty excited about this one. I thought All In was pretty good. Really great matches head to toe. Like AEW does that a lot. But there was, they dropped the ball in a few spots in that All In. There was a few of the wrestlers that I think was some of their worst matches that they had. Not the main event. The main event was absolutely awesome.
Main event was fire.
In this one has a little bit of a hangover feel to it. I feel like there's a lot of people on this show that's not that you'd want to be that aren't here, and it's kind of lacking some of the storyline in an area that AEW kind of lacks storyline in general. So we're gonna kick it off with probably the one that has the best storyline going, as it has, or maybe not the best storyline, but like the most established storyline. Yeah. So we're going to pick Willow Nightingale and versus Chris Statlander in a match where, Willow got to pick the stipulation because the face is supposed to do that kind of thing. But Hound, who are you taking, and what are you excited about this match about?
I think I'm going to have to go with Willow Nightingale, because I do think they're going to circle back to her and Mercedes Moné, and I think that's going to be. I don't think it's going to be in the immediate future, but I believe that they'll have their orbits, if you will, close to each other, and where it makes 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, just enough to keep them close enough and get back to that. And I could see Willow being the one to take that title off Mercedes.
Yeah, I love that. I think that that's something they've been building for a long time. But before I get into that, Steven,
they need that rubber match. Yeah,
they need that rubber match. But I feel like there's something standing in the way of them getting that rubber match. What do you think about this, Steven?
So, honestly, this match should be Chris Statlander winning this. It should be. I'm not sure if I'm really picking that one just yet. The thing is Willow is like 2-0 on her right now, and there's like nothing really. I'm sorry, Chris Statlander won the title eliminator, but Willow's kind of won everything else since then and gotten the better of her. And this was supposed to be for the CMLL Women's Championship, and I don't think it's for that anymore.
Oh, it's not.
Even though Willow still has the title, I don't think this is for the title.
That's
so this is the only time I'm ever going to put a little bit of an asterisk next to it. If this is for the title, it's Willow. Willow is winning this. She's not losing the title. But everything I've seen says that this is not for the title, and I'm going to pick Statlander in that case.
That is very interesting. As I try to do a quick little search of this,
so like even the graphics doesn't say for the CMLL Women's Championship. It just says Chicago Street Fight.
It does just say Chicago Street Fight.
That's why I think I'm going to go Statlander on it. I will say this: if we find out that it is for the title, I would like to change my pick at that point. But that's the only thing that will change. That would change my mind on this is finding out that this is for the title.
That was the whole premise.
I'm looking
because I thought it was for the title.
So I'm looking at an article here that does say that she's defending the title. The CMML Women's Champion Willie Nightingale defends against Chris Statlander in a Chicago Street Fight. I think it's for the title. It was always for the title.
I thought it was supposed to be for the title. They just don't have anything listed. Listen, I'm gonna put Willow down for me, since we're all pretty sure it's for the title.
We always have the opportunity to change these picks beforehand. I've done it in the past, actually at my own detriment. So beforehand, we'll all tell each other here and say that we switch stuff. At this point in time, like your whole thing, I want to know, Steven, talk to me real fast, because I want to go a different way, and I feel like you have some insider information that I don't have. Why are you so adamant that Statlander won't win this title?
I don't think they're going to switch the titles on AEW television realistically, even though it's a pay-per-view. I don't think I even with a working relationship, I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they would do it here. At least not on this one. Not on like as much as like this is kind of as much as they kind of have it a big show. Chicago's always a big spot for them.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that they're gonna switch it on this. If they were gonna do it big for them, I think they would have done it at Wembley. Honestly,
they AEW has gotten me before, and maybe they'll get me again here. But I'm going to take Statlander. I'm going to go against the two of you here.
You have me
there's three of us.
You have us backwards.
Oh, I do.
You have us in the backward spots.
Yeah. I was just trying to trick you into being wrong. Yes. So I should be first in the column since I have 11 wins on you, but maybe I can be a little reckless here. By the way, Hound, we were just talking about that. He's also never beaten me in a PLA. He's never had more than me the whole time since we started this. So sorry, folks. That's just a continuation of a conversation we had a second ago. For this one, I'm going to go with Statlander for all the reasons you laid out before you got to the title thing. So Statlander winning the number one contendership match or whatever.
The Eliminator.
Match. Stupid.
So dumb.
So come on, just give me a number one contendership match. But she's lost everything since. Now, I was really convinced at All In she was going to lose that pre-show. That Willow was going to lose that pre-show. If she'd have lost that match, I'd be with you, and I would have Willow in this one as well. I might change my mind. I'm not as confident as this as I am some other things. But based on the story they're telling, Statlander's supposed to win this, and I could see Willow getting another quick rematch and getting the title back. But the way they've been building it, this seems like the direction that I would go building this story.
I just want you guys to know, I was so confused on this because I thought it was for the title that I had to look up to make sure that Willow is actually still the CMLL Women's Champion.
She was as of 3 days ago.
She is. Yeah, it's still listed on there. So. That's the thing that got me a little bit confused about this. If this is for the title, I'm sticking with Willow. If this is not for the title, I think I'm going Stat.
Okay, I'm aligned with that. I'm going to stay with Statlander right now. Hound, do you need a disclaimer for your first pick, or are you just going hard, Willow?
No, I stand on business.
Yes,
if I make a pick, right or wrong, I ride with it.
Ride or die, I'll take it. The next match, we got a little bit of a blood feud brewing here. We have MJF versus Daniel Garcia after Daniel Garcia came in. I'll jump in here. I don't think that there's ever any universe that MJF loses this match. Steven? Go ahead. You want to. You coward.
I really want to pick Daniel Garcia for this too, because I think this is. I've been saying that if Daniel Garcia can't get over in this match, he's not getting over. Like, if he doesn't get over off this feud, he's not getting over.
Just pick him, you coward.
I am. I'm going to pick Daniel Garcia.
Nice. This is how I do my thing. Hound, what do you think? This has been a pretty decent build. I know it's been a short-term build. MJF just lost to Will Ospreay, and he has dastardly tactics, which is like gold ring or diamond ring.
No, he doesn't have the ring anymore. Because Daniel Garcia stole it and pawned it.
Daniel Garcia does not need this win in order for it to be impactful. MJF is, whether anybody likes it or not, he is probably the most important person on that roster. He just dropped the title. He's not losing to Daniel Garcia. He will put Garcia over in this match. He will make Garcia look great. I think Garcia will have a bunch of near falls, but in the end, MJF will punch him with the brand new dynamite taped up fist diamond ring, and that will be something like that. Yeah.
No, he denounced America.
Oh yeah, the anti-American ring.
No, he's going to hit him with the Long Island ring, Plainview Long Island ring.
Yes,
and
the most beautiful place on the planet. Plainview, Long Island, New York. We've all been there. Like, it's not nearly as nice as he makes it out to be.
It's just a little bit too close to Queens for my liking.
So, Hound, just because you didn't say it out loud, you have MJF to win this one?
I have MJ, and not to echo you, but there's just not a universe where MJF loses
not a
this
universe
match.
It's the same universe where Jade and Bianca
Steve,
lost.
You have to beat me in my first prediction show.
No, he doesn't.
No, I don't.
Steven,
this isn't like when Scarps was here. Like,
yeah, this is a whole different game.
This is a whole new. Yeah, this is not the same.
I think I was mistaken. When I called the Statlander and Nightingale feud kind of the most established one, because this next match in a cage
going on forever.
Has been going on for a long time, breaking and entering, standing over people's kids. And that was the good guy. Right? Did I misread that?
Listen, hey, Drew's the heel though, right? Like,
but Drew's the heel. The wrong show. We've already mentioned them too many times in this one. We have Swerve Strickland versus Adam Hangman Page. Steve, who are you taking, bud?
In a cage match too. I think I'm taking Swerve.
Taking Swerve, huh?
I think I'm taking Swerve because on the grounds that...
Is it because of the dance?
No, it's on the grounds that Swerve's never actually won a match against Hangman.
He's never won... You mean heads up, right?
Well, even otherwise, he's never actually beaten him. He's never won, and he's never he's never won. I think they tied. They came up to Broadway, and then he's lost every other match.
Hound, what are you thinking, bud?
That's how the Swerve thing went. I thought it was that he has never beaten him clean. I think Swerve. I don't think
he's never beaten him clean. Yeah,
I don't think Page has a victory over Swerve. I think you have that backwards.
I thought Page beat him at with the drinking the blood match. No, that was when Brian Cage came in. No, yeah, Swerve hasn't beaten him cleanly.
And he's not going to here either. This is the one where Adam Page is going to win.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Since Hound is right. I'm changing my pick on that. I'm going Hangman on this one because we need to
Congrats.
get Hangman that win.
I don't like it. Now I feel like I have to pick Swerve, and I'm not going to do it. And you guys aren't going to force me into this. Steven changing your mind.
Do it.
I don't mind.
You won't do it.
Well, it's not because I think it's going to happen. It's because I don't like us all picking the same person. There's 3 people here. No, I'm with you. I also don't like the booking decision. I think Swerve should win this match. I just don't think he's going to win this match. Because Hangman hasn't had any really big impactful wins since he's been back.
I actually don't know who the face and the heel is in this match.
Oh, it's clear. It's the first one to use the weapon is the face, the one that like handcuffs somebody to this cage or whatever the hell they do here. It depends. Like Swerve, like his name is very fitting because depending on who his opponent is, he swerves from face to heel pretty quickly. Because really every single time there's a heel, he's super baby face. Oh, fighting a face. Let's go side to side. So I'm gonna go with you guys here with Hangman. I think this is a clear spot for him. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some elite shenanigans in this, and Paige finally joins his friends, because I feel like that's one piece that's kind of missing, that he's not part of the elite right now, where he clearly should be. But that's kind of where I'm at here. Next one is Will Ospreay versus Pac for the international title. Hound, what are you thinking here?
Well, I'm of 2 minds here. What
that sounds painful.
Yes, it is. Well,
Your head's not big enough to hold both of them.
You've met me in person. It clearly is.
Mine is.
Malacabeza.
God damn it. What I want to have happen is for Pac to win. Because I believe everything is heading towards Ospreay and Ricochet. I think that's the whole thing. And legitimately, you can have them 2 fight to get to Pac. And then do whatever you will from there. But I don't see Ospreay dropping it after just turning the American title back into the international title. I would like to see Pac win it. I just don't think he's going to, so I have to pick Will Ospreay.
I'm in the same mind as you. I don't think Ospreay needs this title, and this title does a lot for Pac. I think this title does a tremendous amount for Pac here.
It's so much.
And it really does. He deserves it. I think it would be great if he didn't just win it. I might even go with Pac just because I want to see it that bad. But there's 0 chance I see him losing this belt.
No, not 2 weeks after winning it.
Well, after losing it already, though I give it to Ospreay. Like, he's put over Swerve because everyone should put over the world champion. No one's bigger than that. And he put over MJF when he came, like, kind of his like first real feud back. The other ones he did weren't real feuds.
They were terrible.
That wasn't what it was. And so like he really has like been a team player in this whole thing, where he came in kind of, I feel like they paid him like he was the superstar that was untouchable, and he really he showed me a decent amount on his own character, on how he wants to work, how he can build a good storyline, how he's great on the mic. So I'm a huge Will Ospreay fan at this point in time. He won me over very early on. Everyone who listens often knows that I'll let him just do whatever he wants now. He can do no harm.
That sounds kinky.
It depends on how you look at it. See what he's up for. So we got. I think we have Will Ospreay across the board. Please
Will
tell me if
Ospreay
I'm
across
wrong.
the board. I don't think Ospreay loses this title. I agree with you guys. If he had never lost it to begin with, I could see Pac maybe taking this, because I do agree with you. I think this does more for Pac. I agree with Hound. I don't think that Ospreay and Ricochet need that title to elevate what they're doing. And realistically, the 2 of them could go on a series of matches that have nothing to do with this title, and the winner of that could come out the other end and go after the world title.
against Darby Allin, who randomly gets it somehow. I don't know.
It's gonna be against Jack Perry. Didn't you see?
No, I'm not. I'm not there yet. It's making my stomach turn. Our next match is for the TBS title. We have Mercedes Moné versus Hiroshita. Is that right?
Hikaru Shida. I forgot the name.
I'm always so close. These Japanese names, they always throw me through a loop. This one, I don't know. This one seems relatively straightforward to me. I don't see anyone touching Mercedes anytime soon. Honestly, until Willow's there. Steven, what are you thinking here, bud?
This is the same thing as her versus Britt Baker. I think Mercedes holds on to that title for a good long while. I think even if they start, I think they're just lining people up for Mercedes to beat at this point. Mm-hmm. So it's either going to be she's not losing this until she wanders her way back to Willow, or until they bring in some other new toy, until Becky Lynch gets signed.
Until Becky Lynch comes in, I could see Tony Storm, maybe. Like if they kind of set this way. I would love to see the two of these two go toe to toe. I don't want to see Tony Storm lose to Mariah and then lose to Mercedes. I just don't think she deserves that. She was a fantastic champion. So that's not how I'd want to see it. And then, so Hound, what are you thinking here? Are you gonna be the hero?
There's not a world where Hikaru Shida wins this. Yeah. I think she comes out looking very, very strong in this. I think the fact that Mercedes Moné is 2'7" and about 14 pounds, she'll make everybody look strong. But she'll botch that weird ass finish and
that weird gory special finisher that she does. It's so
come on, she's the CEO.
CEO.
Do you know how we know to say that?
They told us.
The music right there.
Yep, perfect. Music pumps it in.
I love when I don't have to think.
It's fine. It's good. I will say I've loved Mercedes' whole shtick since she went heel. Like them trying to bring her in his face was so unnatural and forced. Now she's really starting to hit her stride.
Yeah.
Steven, last one goes to you to start. We have the Troll of the Month match. Like this one's got heavy troll written all over it. Because you have the champion, Bryan Danielson, and Jack Perry, with Jack Perry headlining in Chicago. Because I think that's all just really all because of CM Punk.
Because no one knows how. Yeah, no one knows how to let anything go.
No, remember that time you were wrong?
We're wondering why business can't progress at all.
This was rough. This one, like when that dawned on me earlier today when we were talking, this match is just has troll written all over. Let's have Jack Perry, who's already a champion, headline this match in Chicago.
Go after the world title for no reason whatsoever. You have two other number one contenders. You have Darby set up, and you have Christian Cage, who just won that casino gauntlet.
The more I think about it is I think you're supposed to forget that Darby had won the chance because he's already lost against Jack Perry. So I think you're supposed to forget that Darby Allin ever had like a world title shot. No one ever mentions it anymore.
It's going to be Bryan Danielson, and Jack Perry's going to go through real glass in Chicago.
A windshield?
Yeah. And then he's going to say something about it to the camera. And Punk's going to come to the Allstate Arena from his house in Chicago and choke him out backstage there.
And then Darby Allin's going to light him on fire. Seems like the right way to go. Hound, who are you taking in this match?
Wouldn't it be wonderful if this led to Christian and Jungle Boy Jack Perry reigniting their feud over Jack Perry's worthless father and Christian trying to be the father figure for the title? But if Jack Perry ends the in-ring career of Bryan Danielson, CM Punk legitimately will show up at that arena and kick the shit out of him. It's going to be Danielson, but I hope I'm wrong. just because why not? I love the chaos.
I love the chaos. I'm with you, but not this much chaos. I can only handle so much of it.
Yeah.
If Jack Perry wins this title here, I might quit. I might just be done. Like,
I think we need to end the show at that point.
I think I'm good. I'll walk away. No regrets.
It's too much. It's too much chaos. I stick with Kiss. Like, I want to rock and roll, and part of every day or whatever.
Listen, no regrets. But this one hurt. So for that reason, I'm taking Jack Perry to lose. I can't. I'm not. Even I'm okay with being wrong. If I'm wrong here, like it's certainly not me.
I think the show's retiring at that point. I think that's it. There's no more Lariat.
Don't put it. We'll change the name to Clothesline. I still call it a Clothesline if that's the case.
Yeah, it's going to be changed to all types of stuff. Like, well, I guess it's not going to be I still call it. It's going to be, well, I guess I call it a Clothesline.
Yeah, well, I guess at this point in time, might as well. Like, why be formal?
Grudgingly a Clothesline.
As of right now, there is, there is a way that Hound can win this whole thing, but I'll do a quick recap. We have Steven and Hound. You guys both have Willow, and I currently have Statlander. For the MJF Daniel Garcia match, Hound and I have MJF. You have Daniel Garcia, Steven. From there on, we all kind of picked the same, which is super weak. You should change your choices to be wrong against Steve. You did so naturally before. We all have Hangman going over on Swerve, even though I think Swerve should win that one. We have all Ospreay going over on Pac, even though we all think Pac should win that one. We have Mercedes winning that one, but I think we all think Mercedes should win that one, so that's nice. And we all have Bryan Danielson over Jack Perry because
no one in the world thinks Jack Perry should win.
Yeah, no one does, except for Chaos. Let's wake up and choose violence.
I bet you the Bucks think that Jack Perry should win.
Oh yeah, well that's the problem because that might happen. Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? I think that we might be up for that in Chicago. There's a chance.
Does Jericho think that Jack Perry should win?
I don't know. I think that if you ask him, you might learn something. So you'll be set there. So I think at this point in time, if I'm reading this correctly, either Hound and I will tie, or Hound and Steven will tie. Yeah. No, I can win. And yeah, because if I'm right with Statlander and we both get MJF right, I win. If Steven gets Daniel Garcia right, sorry, then he would win.
I hate you so much. Why are we? God.
So actually, I take that back. I think it would be tough for Hound to win and not tie, but he could come out on top of the tie here. Things may change. We may add some more matches to this. I'm assuming there's at least another 15 more.
If Willow and MJF win, I think, isn't that Hound?
Is that how win? So then Hound wins that way.
Yeah, I think so. It would have to be Willow and MJF.
Yes. Okay, good. Thank you. That's what I saw originally, and then talked myself out of it.
Yeah, because the only way I can win is if Garcia wins, basically.
Math.
The only way you win is if you can't, or you can't.
Look, you don't score unless you score.
You miss 100% of the chances. The shots you don't take, which is not true because you didn't take a shot. You can't miss. You just didn't score.
Sure.
It's
like voting for none of the above.
I'm assuming that we're going to see at least 2 more matches added to this card. So we will potentially post online. We'll definitely when we do the recap have that come up on here. But at this point in time, this is our prediction show for All Out. Again, we appreciate you guys coming out and supporting us. Always remember that even if my predictions aren't correct, I'm always right. And thank you for joining us. Like, subscribe. Please put down at the bottom whether or not you think that we're right here, what your picks are. If it varies from ours, please throw them down there. We want to hear from you.
Let us know why you think Jack Perry's going to win.
Oh, please, definitely. I'm in. I will entertain that all day long.
I want to hear all of I want to hear all of these drug-inspired dreams of Jack Perry winning.
No, it's really believable, Steve. You already landed on it. If the EVPs think that he should win it,
listen,
he's gonna end.
It totally is believable if you're on meth.
It makes me so sad, just the idea of it. Again,
like Jack Perry winning the world title is how Mr. Showtime is no longer a wrestling fan.
It just makes me sad.
40 years in, we all have loved this great thing called wrestling for so long. Jack Perry, that's what ruins it for us.
It's not cool. It's not the right thing to do. Thank you all for all your support. This was our prediction show for All In. We will see you guys next time, or we will see you on another time.
And as always, guys, tuck your chin when you bump.